Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us once again for our bi-weekly live stream. Um, it's always a pleasure to have you all here joining us. I know you could spend your time elsewhere, but you chose to spend it with us, and I wholeheartedly appreciate that. So thank you very much. And I think most of us are probably getting ready, at least this time of year, right, for the holidays coming up. But if you're watching this on a replay, so maybe not so much the holidays coming up. But today is December 14th. It's a little after 6 p.m. 2020. And we can start off with the nice, relaxing, guided meditation, just to get us into the seasonality and a nice, calm, relaxing state and frame of mind after what certainly could have been a long day at work, or maybe you're getting ready for work, whatever the situation is for you. But let's begin. I'm going to take off my glasses for this so we can relax. So you can sit down however you like, whatever's most comfortable for you. Maybe you're laying down, and that's fine as well. You can try to sit up straight. Even I will. Right? Sit up straight if you like. Maybe a little hunch over. Close your eyes a little bit. Sometimes people like to have their eyes just open slightly, and that's fine too. Whatever suits you best is perfectly fine. You can start off by a nice, deep inhalation, and we'll pause for a second or two, and we'll let it out. These initial breaths just are designed to bring us into awareness of our bodies and maybe our state of mind, and to begin to recognize that we are beginning our mindfulness practice. And with each inhale, we can feel the sensations of the air moving past our nostrils and into our lungs, providing us with the life-giving oxygen that we don't often pay attention to. And the exhale, letting that carbon dioxide out, knowing that's an important process too. Relieving any stress that we have inside our bodies and that carbon dioxide, getting rid of it, the toxicity in our bodies. Let's try to recall something that was a pleasant moment for us. A kind moment. Maybe it was somebody holding a door for us, or us holding a door for them. Maybe their hands were filled with packages or groceries, something that they're giving to their loved ones, or even food for nourishing their bodies. Think about how that felt. Think about that smile. that you gave them and they reciprocated back. That smile is the way that we show connectedness. Smiles are a way of connecting all of us. I apologize. I don't know what happened. Our live stream was disconnected. About halfway through, I suppose. Don't have to maybe re-record this and post it up on the page. I'm not sure what happened. I apologize for that. But that happens sometimes, right? Things don't always work out the way we intend them to, and that's expectations. And expectations can be emotional sometimes, right? We plan and expect a certain outcome, and it doesn't always happen. And that's okay. That's part of life, right? It's a part of life. And I sincerely apologize for that. So I'll have to make another recording for this and of the meditation side, and I will re-record this and put the full video back up on our YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure at whenever you're ready, whenever you're ready to view it. But since you're here, we can talk about expectations a little bit more. It's a good topic to talk about right now. I had something else planned, but things happen, right? Especially with the holidays coming up, we can think about expectations and how those expectations can be realistic or unrealistic in our daily lives, whether it's a holiday or a birthday or just a Friday, right? You're expecting to go and see some friends, maybe have a dinner at someone's house, properly socially distanced at this point in time, I might add. And maybe it doesn't turn out the way you expect it to. And that happens. What happens when we feel maybe a little defeated, right? When that happens, a little defeated. We've got ourselves built up, so much so. And our hearts sink when they don't come to fruition, when our expectations don't come through. A lot of that can be, if we look inside ourselves, it's us wanting to control the future. And we know that we cannot control the future. We can prepare as best as we can. But the actual outcomes are always varied. For instance, I do teach on the outside, and sometimes I have students who maybe haven't prepared as well as they should have for an upcoming examination, and then they act surprised or a little disheartened when a grade isn't what they expected. And I'll talk to them. I'm like, well, why are you feeling this way? What happened? Tell me what happened on that test. And oftentimes I'll hear, well, I studied, I did everything a student should do. Okay, fair enough. Tell me what you did. What was your level of preparation to merit that expectation? Oh, I read the book. Okay. What else? I read the book. Okay. Did you practice questions? No, I know the material. Did you study definitions? No, I'm good. I know all those definitions. And then, so if you didn't prepare too much or wholeheartedly with mindful intention, it's one of the Noble Eightfold Paths, mindfulness and with right mindfulness and right intention, why did you expect a successful outcome in that sense? Well, I just know the material. Okay. And so me being caring for them, wanting them to succeed in what they have set out to do, to better themselves, to blossom, to grow, like the flowers in the sunshine. Sometimes I have to provide a little extra nourishment. I can be the sunshine, I can be the water, I can be the soil, and provide them with that little extra nourishment so they can blossom the way they need to, or the way they feel that they need to help them grow the way that is beneficial for them. And so I may say, study some questions. Let's work on some questions. Let's work on some definitions. So that's one way. Expectations can be unrealistic in some sense. Maybe you didn't prepare as well for something. And that desire to want to control the future, again, with expectations, may be a little bit unmerited. Maybe you're at work and you think that you've done your best. You've prepared maybe for a promotion. Or it could even be a job interview. And you go in there maybe with not a lot of research on the company, or maybe, you didn't, prepare mock interview wise or anything like that. And you go into a job for an interview and you think you're going to wing it. Again, that's probably not the best approach, the most mindful approach. Remember, mindful actions and deeds and intentions, right? That's not, by us not preparing, is not showing ourselves, right? Our individual selves in this sense, the loving kindness that we deserve. And so when we engage with others, it's also important to realize that they are engaging with us. Remember, so it's that the being, the interbeing. And we have to keep our expectations realistic and grounded into a sense that is, not too high and not too low. We don't want to put ourselves down. We never want to put ourselves down. But we can't elevate ourselves too high either. It's that middle path. And mindful preparation in some of these circumstances, is what's going to give you the results that hopefully you're expecting. But again, it is varied. The outcome can be varied. Just because you prepared for the interview or studied, what you think is very diligently, doesn't mean you're going to get the results that you want. Perhaps your interviewer had a bad day and just maybe wasn't in the most professional mood. He may not say anything to you or anything like that, but there's a lot of things that could come into play. So it's important to keep expectations realistic. Again, to kind of circle back to the beginning of this video a little bit, we had probably 7 or 8 minutes of our guided meditation just totally not record. And I didn't see it because my eyes were closed. And that's what happens sometimes. And I had that little expectation, right? When I open my eyes, I see the time counter going and so forth. But you know what? The reality is, it's technology. And sometimes technology behaves in its own fashion. And it's nothing to get upset about. Because even with these, you want the expectation of seeing that time counter going, for this video. And missing, again, several minutes of a guided meditation that maybe you were expecting. I can go back in and re-record that, even though this is a live presentation at this moment. I can go back in and redo it. So there's nothing to get upset about because it didn't meet what I had anticipated or expected. And that's part of the suffering that the Buddha has taught us to expect as well, right? That we know occurs on a daily basis. Suffering will always be there. And so it's our jobs, our path that we've decided to embark on to help minimize that suffering. And so part of that suffering is to minimize our expectations. Maybe not minimize, but keep to a fair evaluation or fair expectations of what's going or what could be a result or a certain outcome for a certain event. As the holidays approach, one thing we kind of alluded to a little bit in the several minutes that did not get recorded, I apologize. was talking about kindness. And so, again, it could be a kindness with a smile, a simple gesture, opening a door, holding a door, saying please, saying thank you. And that's those smiles that we give and we receive from others are the connectedness that we feel and that we experience and that we share on a daily basis. And so share them. Share them with your fellow people on this planet. And your pets and other little animals too. They wag their tails. They feel that connectedness as well. I will post this video back up onto the website for you all to watch at your leisure, as always. And again, I'll redo some of the content from the beginning that was not there, and I apologize for that. But I thank you for your patience as well. And in closing, I would just like to say that thank you for coming. Again, I wholeheartedly appreciate all of your time that you spend here with me. And don't forget to subscribe. Stay in touch. Feel free to shoot me a message. I'm always happy to talk. Always happy to help someone out in any way that I can. We'll also be putting, in fact, I've already put up the first story, Buddha stories, some stories that Buddha relates to his monks. And it's a really fun one and relevant to just the relevancy or the connectedness and the camaraderie of what goes on in with the Buddha and the monks and how it related to him. Anyway, it's on the YouTube channel as well, and there's stories told by the Buddha. So again, don't forget to subscribe. I look forward to seeing you all again, and don't hesitate to send me a message if you need to. I'm here for you. It's what I enjoy doing, helping people in any way that I can. Any way that I can, so don't hesitate to reach out. All right, dear friends. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Even if it's on the replay, especially if it's on the replay, I should say, right? Right? Anyway. Namaste, my friends.